like you, Mel? Hello! Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the Kamen Rider ZEZTZ-udan, the only show that chronologues the most amazing show in the history of our lifetimes, episode by episode. I'm, of course, your host with the most, the mercenary with the kicks, coming to you from 2286, call sign Henshin. How's everyone doing today? I hope you guys have been having a lovely week so far, having a wonderful weekend. Today is kind of a big deal. Because it looks like our boy Zeeg might actually be kicking the bucket soon. maybe not, but he's definitely hugely involved in today's episode. He's definitely getting back into the main focus, but it might seem like he's heading towards anti-hero status, because he's definitely gonna be not triggered, but active. He's gonna be activated by Punish, making their way, pretty much manifesting Punish. So we're looking right now at what is quite possibly a bit of a shift in what's going to go down with what we thought about Zeke previously, and what we might think of him now after this. But definitely, there's going to be. I don't want to say it's going to be monumental, like a monumental shift, but something's going to change. Something's going to change that will affect the remainder of the story going forward. So I think this is an episode, to keep eyes on. I think this is an episode worth its salt. Because we could quite possibly be looking at 6 minutes. So we could be possibly looking at a shift in the overall dynamic, at the very least. Because as it stands right now, we are 7 episodes away from the ending. This is episode 43, I believe. Yeah, 43. So we are about 7 episodes away from the ending. So we are getting ready to start knocking off these these gore nightmares one by one. Do you think Zeke's going to be a hero or a power-up, or do you think that's going to be a V-Cinema? If he's getting powered up, it's in a V-Cinema, clearly. There's only 2 things you can really do with Zeke at this point. Either he becomes an anti-hero, like an unhinged hero like Dan, like Kuroto Dan, or he just dies. Like, one of the 2. So, this is why I feel like we're going to see a shift today. Either he becomes the anti-hero, or he dies trying to defeat Punish. Because clearly, what we've been seeing from him in the past few weeks is that he's been lamenting the fact that Punish is no longer merged with him. So I would have to guess that when Punish starts showing up again, when Punish shows up again, I would assume that in that logic, he will try to appeal to him, to try to come back. And when Punish blows him off is when he's going to go ham. That's my thought on that. Punish will deny him. And that's when he goes apeshit. In a good way, though. In a good way. Because he will destroy. If not destroy, then definitely harm him. Harm Punish in some way, shape, or form. What that means exactly, I couldn't quite say. Because it's, how do I put this? It's kind of like, is this mic turned on? It's kind of like because here's the thing, I don't think they gave a clear indication that Sieg is going to die. I don't know. So, but I would feel like if there was a time for him to personally sacrifice himself, probably now would be that time. You know? Like, it makes the most sense to me that if you're gonna kill him off, like, now would be the time. Like, I think now would be. I think now would be the time. You know what I mean? Because I don't see any other time they can do it. I just genuinely do not see any other time for that would. I don't want to say they are. I might be getting ahead of myself. But it definitely feels like. It definitely feels like they're setting him up for something. You know? Like, I don't know. Is it 2 minutes? Yeah. It's 2 minutes. So yeah, we are. This chat mic's not working. Uh-oh. I mean, it's still picking up my mic, but I'm not certain. Why is it so low? Usually it's a little louder than that. You want a Garn reference? I mean, I think we were all waiting for it. I don't know if it was in a movie. It was in the movie. But he did become Garn again in the ZEZTZ movie, I think. Despite being subbed, this channel is hard to find sometimes. So yeah, cool. That'd be amazing. Z Alpha, I usually announce I usually announce that I'm going live. Like, I set up the stream like an hour and a half before we start. So if it's not showing up in your sub feed, you gotta hit that bell. I don't know what else to tell you, man. If you don't have like the bell thing, then like it might not tell you at all, because YouTube's weird like that. But yeah, you just did? Yeah. Good shit. Okay, that would explain it. There we go. All right, you know what? I'm going to turn that down. I'm peaking here. There we go. I knew it was low. I know it was lower than normal. Oh, it's on. It's on. It's on. Holy. He's suiting up. Oh, let me get over the cinema. Like, I wasn't looking at the timer. I love how she just like literally put her hand like on the face part. It looked like it was trying to grab him like a bowling ball. What the fuck? Oh, Japanese Stonehenge. We haven't seen this in a Toku in like years. They brought back Japanese Stonehenge. The thing is, I've always called it Japanese Stonehenge. Hold on. I've always called it Japanese Stonehenge because of the way it looks. I don't know why, and I think it was because the first time I ever saw it was in Wizard. So it was like the first time I ever saw it was in Wizard, and I thought because it was magic and stuff, that was like the first thing that came to mind. So I just call it Japanese Stonehenge. It's hilarious. It's always associated with a volto. You know, I understand because that's like I think that's where it got the most prominence because Japanese Stonehenge is not used a lot. Like it's weird, but like it's a very recognizable like Toku location, yet it doesn't see a lot of play in the shows themselves. But I think it's just like the overall architecture of it. The overall architecture of that building is like very memorable. Like you would recognize it if you saw it. But like something similar like this happens in Wizard because they're gonna sacrifice the evil dude is gonna like sacrifice all these people. They're all chained up there. He's gonna sacrifice them all to try to build the Philosopher's Stone. So it's very similar implications. Very similar implications. Case 43. Split.
なんで着替えてんの？
だって今は夢の中だろ。
現実だけど。
現実？
He didn't realize he had black hair.
夢と現実がごっちゃになってない？
英語が喋れるようになったからてっきり。
しっかりしてよ。やべ、遅くにお邪魔します。いらっしゃい。あれ？今日は藤見さんは？訳あって小高さんの方に。
Man, Fujimi will not let up. He will not.
ナスカさんはどうしたんですか？
眠っていた人たちが次々と石化するブラックケースが相次いでいます。夢の中でナイトメアに襲われてるんじゃ。
I'm on it。夢に潜入する。
Spin it, baby! I love that, like... I love how, like... There was one and you didn't realize it on it. I love that, like... That X-Stream gives him a way to just... It just gives him a way to get into the dream world without going to sleep. I love that. Come on, Zets! Lay them out in record time! Oh! That's new. Wait, what? Eat the punish! Love it. All those who... Oh. Nope. Wait, she can... Okay! There feels like there's some lore here that needs to be explained. I don't think we ever established that freaking Nem could make doors like that. It was never established. He knows you. Huh. Wait, what? Where's Nem's body?
なんだここは。
ジークジーク
魚の匂いにつられてきたか。
あなたのナイトメアが大勢の人を苦しめてる。
兄ちゃん楽しんでるか。
あなたのなんだから自分の手で何とかして。
悪夢を止める気なんてありません。俺の大好物だって知ってんだろ。あと魚もな。
He likes. Wait, okay, that's a new
あ
wrinkle.
なたには戦う力があるのに。
Take a sword. Take a sword. Come on.
はい。
楽しんでるふりをして逃げてるんでしょ。自分の心と向き合うことから。
逃げてるのはお前だろ。とびっきりのナイトメアこしらえたまま野放しにしてよ。
Ho!
私は戦う。
お前ができるわけないだろ。
私は逃げない。ナイトメアからも生まれた時から背負ってしまった宿命からも。
Jesus! Holy crap! Her hand is bleeding. What the fuck? No, that is sharp, but like, you'd think in a dream people wouldn't be able to bleed.
あの子をどうした？俺に聞くな。お前、あの子助けに。一足遅かったが、人助けする気があるなら、ナイトメアを倒すために力を貸してくれ。力はもうない。本当か？世界平和のために戦ってきた。
Is Nem awake? That's what I'm thinking.
お前の中にあるんじゃないのか。
That's what I'm thinking, but not in the way we think she is. Because here's the thing, in a dream, I don't think you would bleed. I don't think that's something that happens in a dream. And we've not seen it like that throughout the entire show.
違う。みんな誰かを傷つけたくて生まれたわけじゃない。みんな心に夢を抱いて。
How is she doing that?
叶えたくて生きてる。
Yeah, it begs the question.
己の罪から目を背け、身勝手な夢に浸る。傲慢は罪だ。あの男がその最たる例だ。犯罪者の家に生まれ、己の運命を呪った。
ジーク。
罪を罰し、悪夢を楽しむことで己を正当化しようとした。
Oh, dang.
私は逃げない。ナイトメアからも生まれた時から背負ってしまった宿命からも。
Oh, Jesus, that is fucking vicious.
れでも人には夢を叶える権利がある。
この私に立ち向かう気か。ファントムの娘よ、強欲も罪だ。
私にだって。
I mean, technically it's a dream world, so being tired is not, I think, something that can happen.
夢を叶える力はある。
Whoa! Eat the fetish! Nice. So, no, Nem. So, in a sense, I would say that more like Oblivion is Phantom's grandson, I would say. Or granddaughter, it could be either. It's not implicit. Oh! Damn, I called it! What the fuck? I genuinely was not expecting them to fucking kill him. Whoa! Jesus! That's fucked! Jesus! He has a hole in his chest! It's like that one scene from Kung Pao! How did they do that effect?
お前の悪夢はどうやら貴様を罰する時が来たようだな。
Oh, we're back in here.
大丈夫か。それよりジークが。
私が貴様を見限った理由を教えてやろう。貴様が望んでいるのはもはや悪夢じゃない。悪夢を見るという夢に過ぎないと知ったからだ。
Huh.
ジークが。
生まれながらにして犯罪者の人生を歩み、まっとうに生きることが許されず。
Jesus, that wig looks so fake on that kid.
罪を犯すことでしか自分の存在意義を証明できなかった。
Huh? Dude, you can still see like the black hair under the wig.
だが、お前はその女と出会い、夢を叶えるという心を抱いてしまった。故に罰する。
くだらねえことベラベラ喋ってんじゃねえ。俺を罰するのはお前じゃない。
Baby! How do they pull that effect off? It's crazy. Wait, what? Whoa! Wait, what? He's on fire! Flaming Dragon. It's still the same suit, but I almost thought it was a power-up.
貴様に私は超えられない。
So, now that I think about it, with Nox's driver destroyed, it's literally just down to Zeke and Zetz.
ジークを助けないと。
今ジークは自分自身と向き合ってる。失った心を取り戻そうと。
Oh, damn, symbolism! No, it's not in pieces, but it is offline because it has nothing to access. Because the base, the original base is destroyed. The tech that was in there is destroyed. He has, like, there's no way he can use the belt unless he can, like, restore the system.
ちょいと借りるぜ。
勝てよ。
Hey, Tachibana, yeah, just say it like it is. Wait? Slush!
ジークの夢。
どいつもこいつも勝手に語ってんじゃねえよ。
Hell yeah! Pop off, King! Pop the fuck off!
俺が叶えるのはどこまで行っても悪夢だ。
Get lost! That's amazing. Oh, game face on, baby! Game face on! Whoa!
悪夢は悪夢を超える。
I knew you could put a goddamn capsule in there! Shoot! I knew you could put a capsule in that thing! I knew it! Shit went insane.
ほらよ。
助かったよ。
のんきなこと言ってる場合か。とびっきりの悪夢が待ってんだぜ。カタちゃんもパニちゃんも霞むくらいの悪夢だな。
It always comes back to this bench. Up. That's Baku's realizing something.
バク。はい。ネムちゃんがかくまれていた場所を突き止めた。ネムちゃんは無事ですか？彼女はもういない。え？
あの子の明晰夢の力が覚醒した。
Motherfucker, I knew it.
世界に残された時間もあとわずかのように。
No, wait, no, she doesn't.
もう自分の宿命に
Well,
苦しむ必要はないよ。この世界は君の居場所じゃない。だから
Oblivion talked.
あげる。君だけを残して。眠。
Oh dear sweet God in heaven. Shit's getting real, man. Kamen Rider ZEZTZ!
全部消えてなくなれ。
A bad dream of forgetting?
君の夢だけは忘れるな。
ごめん、君を見つけることができなくて。
A face. It's the eraser inside Nem's mind. It's not, that, I don't think that's a finale preview, but we're probably heading, hold on, we're probably heading into the most emotional episode we've gotten this season. And this show has come close to making me cry a couple of times. Like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. This show has gotten me close to crying like twice. I don't think I'm ready for next week's episode. I don't think I'm ready. That somber music at the end, that tells me that it's gonna be heavy. This show it's gonna be heavy as fuck. I love that Z got to pop off in this episode, man. I really do. But now there's like this pit in my chest, and like it's the fact that we're knowing next episode is going to be emotionally devastating. Oh, dude. I don't know if I'm ready for that. By the way, how did they manage that whole effect? Because that's fucking with me. How'd they manage that? Like, how'd they manage? That's gonna fuck with me. It was a good effect. Like, I don't know if y'all remember the movie Kung Pao. I don't know if you remember it. But there's a particular scene, like, even right in the beginning. Literally, there's a scene where Bob Odenkirk just, like, punches a dude in the stomach, and a perfect hole, like, forms, and, like, a chunk, like, and his body just pulls out a whole chunk. Like, a perfect hole. Like, and that's what it reminds me of. Like, Jesus. Holy shit. A little bit of CGI makeup. I want to believe they painted a green circle on his chest and then edited the gore around it. Henshin, 1 month, 28 days. It feels like it's... Man, it really doesn't feel like we're close to the end. It doesn't. Like, it genuinely does not feel like we are at the end. Though I find it really interesting that Oblivion is the next one in line and not Phantom. Z is a flaming dragon. I believe it. I do find interesting that they've decided to set Oblivion up here. Because I figured Oblivion would be like the final one. But they're literally setting him up now. Which means something's going to happen with Phantom. Something's going to happen with Phantom. And I don't think we're ready for that. I don't think, like... Because to me, like, the way they set it up was that Oblivion was going to be, like, the big bad. That's what I thought. He might just absorb Phantom. I can see it. I can genuinely see it. The way I see it is... I should probably fix that. The way I see it is... Whoa. Is that either he kills Phantom in betrayal, he absorbs Phantom, or Oblivion is literally the next one on the chopping block and Phantom is going to be the final. Right? Because when I think about it a little bit, this all started because of Phantom. All of this started because of Phantom. Because of Phantom, we have Nem. And because of Nem, we have pretty much the wheel set in motion. You don't think Oblivion is going to die? I feel like it would be... I mean, here's the thing. I want to believe that. You think this is his power showcase. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, like... I just find it kind of weird that, like, they're setting him up now. But it could definitely be a case of... Like... He could lose, but not outright die. Like, I feel like he will be taken down, but not out. It'll probably be like in his death throes, he like merges with Phantom. You feel me? We're just assuming his powers like Code Somnia. The way it's phrased, though, I think it's definitely the dream is actually the dream of being forgotten. Which, when you think about it, makes sense with Nem, because Nem literally was everywhere. Not like she showed up too much in the show. No, like canonically in the world, she was everywhere. She was an advertising darling. So in a sense, it makes sense because everyone knows who Nem is. And her biggest fear would be that people forget about her. I mean, when you think about it, that kind of happened a little bit with Nemlin. Like when everyone thought she was just a VTuber, like a CGI, like a 2D character. Kinda. But like Nem fears being forgotten. It's looking more like she's forgetting the others. No. Mm-mm. The way I see it and what I saw in the previews, like, things are actively disappearing. So it's not that she forgets them. They genuinely cease to exist. So not only are they deleting the person, it's deleting the memory of the person. I think. No, let me. No. Wait, no, I got it. It's making everything and everyone who ever appreciated Nem disappear. To the point that she will be alone. No one will remember her because no one exists. It's kind of like an odd way to go about it, but I can see the logic in it. Freaking flying. I can see the logic in it in that if you get rid of everybody else, no one's going to remember you. You'll be forgotten because no one else exists. You're the only one. I can see it going like that. Though I will admit, I think that rain with the petals was perpetual. Hold on, let me verify this. Hold on. Yeah, people around her. Yeah, if you look, pay attention to the when Fujimi and Nazca are trying to get in the window, the petals are actively raining outside. So this is a perpetual thing going on. Eventually, it will delete the world. And here's the thing: the people The people cease to exist in the dream. What do you think that'll look like on the outside? Brain death across the board. People will be declared brain dead. So this is quite possibly the worst attack the nightmares have done. And the nightmares have caused destruction and chaos, have killed people. Somehow this will be the most powerful thing they do. And I'm like a hundo on that. I genuinely believe that's where it's going. So, I don't know how the petals will affect people in the real world, but I would assume it's probably the same way. Though I don't know if it's consistent because they showed a couple of people affected by it. Some of them have faded away immediately, and then you can see Minami fighting it, or it's just starting. So I don't know how it works specifically. You know? And Z Alpha, to your credit, if she forgets a person, they also go away. You realize there are implications to that, right? If that's the logic, by not process of elimination, but if that's the logic, then the through line would have to be that Nem is the world. Because if something ceases to exist because of it, because it's not like just people, it's things. There's literally a point where she's standing in a white room. I think. Hold on, let me. I might have Mandela'd that. Hold on. Oh no, she was looking at the sky. Never mind. Though to be fair, if you look back at what it did initially, it disappeared a bench, the light post. So it does stand to reason it can also disappear things. Yeah. It's about right. So the way I see it, I don't know if I'm maybe. And to be fair, that would also fit very well with the tried and true Takahashi trope of female Deus Ex Machina, right? I feel like that's what it is. But at the same time, you think about it, it's also about, like, it's very much, I don't want to say a trope, but it is definitely something that happens a lot in Tokusatsu, defying your own destiny, right? And I don't mean like, oh, like, it's mainly more of destiny someone put on them and they defy it in every way, shape, or form to do things their way. Because at the end of it all, she will, well, I don't, basically she will end up forgetting. But one thing you need to pay attention to, and I had to look at this again. When Baku gives her the blue flower, it looks like he reverted the process, because you could see there were like little particles by his foot. So like when he's presenting that blue flower to her, like the particles are vanishing away off of him. See, like it's definitely showing in that scene that he's re-manifesting himself. So there's definitely like a lot of implications there. Baku will fight against forgetfulness. That's what it is. Oh, dude, I don't think we're ready for next week. I don't think we're ready. Do y'all think you're ready? I don't think we're ready. Because that's a lot. It is definitely a lot coming at us. A lot of heavy implications here. But I think us having to witness Nem forget everyone, like, that's going to be heart-wrenching. Her world, like, stripped away from her. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to cry at that episode. Because I just feel like it's going to be so emotionally charged that, like just the fact that the preview's giving off that vibe, I feel like it's going to happen with the thing, with the show. Like, it's going to be heavy. It's going to hurt. We're going to cry. And we're still going to say the show was awesome. Because, admittedly, this show has done so much for us in an emotional way. Like, it's taken us on a roller coaster of highs and lows. But those, when I say lows, though, I don't mean like, oh, bad times in the show. Like, the show was bad at these points. No, like, we actively saw the characters go through the highs and the lows of the emotional spectrum. It only stood to pass that we would get the next episode, or not the next episode. We would get an episode where we will be heartbroken. And I think that time is now. It's a lot to take in. But, like, it feels like they are definitely trying to prepare us in advance for the sadness. Because I feel like the entire tone of that preview was, like, so downbeat and so sad that to me, it's like Takahashi saying, hey, this is your only warning. Next episode is going to hurt. God, I can't even imagine how devastating it's going to be. I can't even remotely imagine how devastating this entire thing is going to be. Like, I'm trying to imagine it and I can't. I genuinely cannot envision it. I don't think we're meant. I don't think there's anything we can do to, like, truly mentally prepare ourselves. Like, that's how deep this is. Like, even with warning, I feel like we're going to struggle. We're going to struggle so bad. I don't think we're ready. I can't. I have nothing else to say. I can't find the words for what else we're gonna say because I feel like we're not gonna be ready. We're not gonna be prepared. Like, we could, like, do everything we can in our power to prepare, like watch a bunch of sad movies and things like that, but nothing will prepare us. I feel like we are in for a good cry next week. I genuinely think we are. On that note, I think this. I can't really think of anything else to say, so I think we're just gonna end it here, folks. Because, like, there's nothing else to say. There is genuinely nothing else to say. I think that's it. So, on that note, I will be back tomorrow with the Space Sheriff ZEZTZ-udan. I think we only have 2 more episodes before the finale? No, we have next episode and then we have the finale. So that's what's going to happen next time. So we are going to ride that space train to the very end. Bikringa. Bikuringa. Let's see. All right. On Twitch, I'm sending y'all to my boy Aku. So be sure to show him that love in that cool Henshin core way that you do. On YouTube, don't even stress. But on both platforms, I will see you all tomorrow for another edition of the Space Sheriff ZEZTZ-udan. If not, I will possibly see you next week. We're waiting on something to happen during the week before I can honestly say. But should we be back next week, I'll announce it. You'll see the announcement on your feeds, on your sub feeds on YouTube, or I will announce it on socials. If not, let me rephrase that. If I do not end up doing a stream next week, I will announce on community posts, on Twitter, and on Blue Sky. So be sure to keep an eye out on those 3 platforms for if in case I will be streaming or not. If not, then we will be doing a superhero ZEZTZ-udan on Sunday, next Sunday. If so, the show will proceed as normal. Until then, I hopefully will see you guys on another stream here on the platform. Until then, this has been the Kamen Rider ZEZTZ-udan. I've been your host with the most, call sign Henshin, your mercenary with the kicks from 2286, reminding you that the future is yours and yours alone to conquer. So conquer it by any means necessary. I love y'all. Take care. I will see you all next time. Peace out.